Hey students, Mr. Mosebrook here coming to you from my office. Something that I want to do this year, just because we have students who are remote, we have students in person, and one of the challenges this school year is I'm not going to be able to necessarily go into classrooms and work side by side with you to help you on some important things. Just because of social distancing, I want to try to maintain that, keep you safe, keep the teacher safe. Now there will be times that you're going to see me. It's not like I'm going to be hiding in my office all day, but one of the things I know that last year took up a good bit of my time is password recovery, username recovery for ProgressBook. So let's talk about ProgressBook a little bit. ProgressBook is the tool that teachers use to put your grades in. So when you do an assignment, whether it's online, whether it's here, the teacher takes that, they put the grade in there, and then what you're able to do is to go into your ProgressBook and see your progress, hence ProgressBook, But the great thing about that tool is your parents can look at it, you can look at it, you can see if you're missing work. If you have something missing and you know you did it, you can let your teacher know, and vice versa. It's a great way for the teacher to say, hey, we need you to get this stuff done, see all this work you have missing. If you've been in our district for a while, you probably have had a ProgressBook. You may have never gotten on it, but you probably did once or twice. My children, who are a lot younger than you, they all have ProgressBook. They've all used ProgressBook, and they've used it for a while. But like anything else in life, we sometimes just forget things. Guilty. I just got a new computer. I'm getting a new phone. I got all this stuff. I forget my passwords. That's part of life. I've got a lot of different usernames and passwords out there, and so I have to spend time recovering those important things. I need to remember, okay, what password did I use here? And so ProgressBook is one of those things where you may not remember your username and your password. So I'm going to help you and kind of show you how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my screen here, and we're going to go through this together. Let me get going here. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to basically go to a new tab, and we are going to type in franklinlocalschools.org. And we're going to get to the home page for the district website. And on the district website, you're going to see over here on the right, staff links. Student links. You could go to staff links. It won't get you very far, but student links. So on student links, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scroll down to the bottom. Now, you're going to see as I'm scrolling here, a lot of things on here that have not been on here before. Like here are Philo Junior High, Philo High School. These are all links to basically classes that students will be doing in person or online. Right now, our teachers are working on all of their websites. And as you can see already, I see Mr. B and Mrs. B are already here. Every teacher in our building is working on a website. I'm working on a website as well that's going to have videos like this. But let's get back to ProgressBook. So right here, you can see ProgressBook Portal. ProgressBook Portal is where we need to go, and we are going to click on it. I think. There we go. So this is kind of the opening page. You may recognize this, you may not. It may look different on your iPad, but it's essentially the same thing. Again, you most likely have had a ProgressBook. So where we are looking is right here where it says forgot username or password. And what we're going to do is we are going to click on that, and it's going to take us to the recovery page. Now, here's the thing. If you're not sure whether you've had one or not, I would go through the process, and I would start from the beginning. I would start with, I forgot my username. Now, in your iPad packet, when you picked up your iPad or you were assigned your iPad here at school, you were given a paper that had your email address on it. That is what needs to go in here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make up a student. We're going to say the student's name is John Smith, good kid, and John is putting in his email address because he cannot remember what his username is for ProgressBook. So he puts in john.smith@student.franklinlocalschools.org. And I did not put in Franklin Local. So franklinlocalschools.org. Then what John is going to do is he's going to hit continue. Now, I obviously am not going to do that. There may be a John Smith in our district. I don't know. And I don't want him to get some weird email. Plus, I can't log into his email address. So he's going to hit continue. And then what he has to do is go to his email address, and he will get an email from ProgressBook. In that email, it will tell you what your username is. Now, for most students in our district, their username is their first name, a period, and their last name. And so we're going to assume that is John's case. So John has his password. He writes it down on a Post-it note, and then he gets back to this screen. He may have to go all the way back to franklinlocalschools.org, okay, and go through that whole process. Luckily for you all, we don't have to do that because I'm still on the screen because I never hit submit or continue. So here, now he's going to say, if he got an email, it's going to say, basically, you got an email saying, yeah, you have an account in the district, which is awesome news. If you don't get that email or it tells you you do not have an account, double check that you typed it in right. But then that's when you need to call us here at the school office so we can call the board office and get that information for you. But most of you are going to get an email back, and it's going to have your username. And let's just say, hypothetically, John's is john.smith. Okay? That's his username. He's going to hit continue, and then he's going to go back and he's going to check his email. ProgressBook will then send him a link, and in that link, he'll click that link, and that link will take him to a website where he can put in a password that he wants. Now, I have a very simple thing that I do in my life, and I think that our students should do as well when it comes to school district passwords. Keep it simple. You shouldn't share any of your password information with any of your students. And our passwords here at FLCS and most of the buildings in the district are pretty easy. And I'm just going to type in here so you can see. It is normally your first initial. In this case, it's John. And then your last name, which is Smith, all lowercase. And then your lunch number, which is a 4-digit number. And if you don't know your lunch number, that's okay. We can help you find that out. Again, call the school office. If at least you know what your username is, then you'll get that, and then you can recover your try to set up a new password, and then that's what it should look like. You put that in, and then you would get back to this main screen here. If I can find, sorry, student links, I went too far down. You're going to get back to this screen, and you're going to click sign in. And this is where you're going to put in John Smith, we're going to go capital J, SMITH, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to hit sign in, and that should take us to his account. Now, it is really, really important, guys, that you use ProgressBook early on, because we don't know how long we're going to be in person. We just don't know. Things change really quick. We've seen last week we were red, this week we're orange, next week we could be yellow, who knows, we could go purple. So ProgressBook's a great tool because especially if you're a junior or a senior, you probably have virtual classrooms assigned to you. And virtual classrooms essentially are lessons online that basically will give you credit for graduation from high school. We have teachers that have assigned those in 7th grade to 7th graders, 8th graders. This year I know 9th graders, if you're going remote because you need health, gym, music, art to graduate, we've assigned those virtually so you can do them. You're going to work remote, and then you're going to do those, and then Miss Miller, Miss Hale, Mr. Turner, they're going to kind of oversee making sure you get those grades. So every student in the building should be familiar with ProgressBook. We should be using that on a daily basis to check to see what we're missing, what we need to turn in. Teachers are using it daily to put your grades in. If you do an assignment and you notice that grade isn't in yet, you can ask your teacher, hey, did I miss something? Is this lost? And sometimes the teacher is just busy. I mean, we all get busy, but it's a great tool to just kind of find out where you're at. I do it all the time. When you become an adult, maybe you're already there, you get a bank account, right? When you get that bank account, you can go to your bank and you can sign up for online banking, which is a phenomenal tool. When I was your age, when your parents were your age, that tool probably wasn't around. But now I can go and I can look and I can see who spent what out of my account. Did I pay that bill? We start that in school. That's what ProgressBook is. ProgressBook is to help us see where we're at, to know where we want to go. So if you know what you need to do over the next, 6, 7, 8 months of school, you got to know where you're at right now to get to where you are. And for some of you seniors, that means graduating, walking across that stage. For some of you freshmen, it's earning your first credit so that you can slowly inch toward graduation. For you 7th and 8th graders, it's so that you can earn grades, learn how to be comfortable in a different setting than elementary school. So ProgressBook is a really good tool for that. So if you have any questions after this video, my information is going to come up. I highly recommend that parents, if you're confused, you don't understand ProgressBook, please call the school, let us know. But your child, I do this at home. I don't have a parent account for my child. I basically go to my child, my oldest daughter's an 8th grader, and I'll say, hey, Avi, log into ProgressBook. I want to see what you're doing. And then she can pull it up and I can see your grades. It's a great way to have that conversation at the dinner table about how we're doing in school. So I'm going to sign off. Look for more of these videos on little how-tos on important things. As they come up and I'm answering questions, I'm going to be posting these to my website, which you can go back and find on the district website. Have a great day. Stay safe.